Nate, can you talk a little bit about the room overall and like the different strengths that you see that all the guys have?
Honestly, in our room, I see a lot of versatility. With Theo, he's got everything. He's great. Micah and all those guys, great blockers, and then can go run great routes and have good hands. And then I think Ellsworth is a great coach, and he does a lot for us, and he gets us going in the right direction.
What about your game in particular, though?
I think I can do it all. Whatever the coach needs. I'm here to fulfill whatever role that they want me in, whatever that is, and I'm going to embrace it. So.
What's the competition been like? I mean, it seems like there's a plethora of tight ends in that room. But, what's that
Yeah. What I say is iron sharpens iron. I've learned a lot from these guys, and what I hope is that they've learned a lot from me. I tried to come in here with a physical mindset and hopefully kind of bring the group with me, and I've learned a lot from these other guys. It's a melting pot in our room, so it's great.
You talked about the role. You're ready to play whatever role it is. What have they asked of you? What do they want your role to be?
Right now in camp, a lot of it is just kind of seeing what I can do, I think, and so I've done a lot of everything. So I think we'll kind of see further down the road how it'll kind of narrow down and get more specific, I think.
With how much competition there is, and I think only one scrimmage, how important was it to kind of make your mark in that kind of game time atmosphere this past weekend?
Yeah, I mean, coming here as a 6th year, like sometimes you hope, like you almost feel like you want to take your foot off the gas, but I got to come here and prove myself. And so starting off hot was important, and Ellsworth, I've talked to him a lot about that, and so that was important for me.
How much did it help having the familiarity with Coach Ellsworth, being at Nebraska with you, and how much did that kind of play into your decision to come here?
Yeah, so actually Ellsworth is from a rival school in Nebraska. He's 20 minutes away, which is kind of wild that we both ended up here. Funny is he actually never beat my home school, so that was a big deal. But no, Ellsworth been great. He was a big reason why I came here. I love that dude. He was my one of my coaches at my past school, and I've learned a lot from him. I'm very excited.
Do you have any other A&M connections or ties? You ever been down here to Texas before?
No, but one thing I'll say is my parents lived around here before I was born, and I've always wanted to come here. I'd never been to Texas before I transferred here, so that was also a big reason.
Done any Texas things while coming here, like get a pair of boots or anything?
What I'll say is the food is a lot better. It's kind of insane everywhere. So.
What places are you hitting up?
Barbecue. There's a few good burger joints here. So.
What's the best barbecue you've had so far?
What's it called? Is BJ's? Is that a place?
CJ.
CJ.
There you go.
Had you had any conversations with Trev before you came here? Did you have any relationship with Trev Alberts?
We had a little bit of a relationship. Kind of knew him at Nebraska, and that was also kind of a reason why. And I know him and Ellsworth are very tight, and I trust what he's doing.
Your journey being a walk-on, coming to Nebraska, and then working your way up there, then coming here, just what led you to where you are now, and how did you go from being a walk-on to scholarship guy, main player of A&M? Yeah,
I was actually stood up in front of the team and talked yesterday, which a lot of us do. I came into Nebraska as a walk-on and played after 3 years, and then it was really important, really cool experience for me to get a scholarship, and then I actually had one Division II offer out of high school, so really nothing. And so when I hopped in the portal and it felt like every team was kind of buzzing my phone, that was special for me because I got to experience what I didn't in high school. And I think just that walk-on mindset never changes. You come in and just you be the grittiest guy on the field.
Hey, have you gotten a feel when you look around the offense? Have you gotten a feel what kind of offensive team you've stepped into?
Yeah, Klein's offense is insane. Very, very good offense. I love what he does with the tight ends, especially. We have a lot of different assignments, and I think it's going to showcase the tight end room a lot.
So you block better, you got better hands, or you run routes better. Those three, how do you rate what you do? Those three things.
I would say, right now I'm focused a lot on my blocking. I think that's somewhere where I want to be elite. I think I'm good, but I need to be a lot better. And then, after that, I think running routes and catching will come too.
What'd you learn about your offense from the scrimmage this weekend in particular that maybe you didn't know beforehand?
How explosive we can be. We had a lot of explosive plays, and a lot of guys made some plays, especially in the receiving room. And our quarterbacks are great. Marcel's dual threat, stud. So.
Did you have any of those explosive plays?
I didn't actually. No catches.
Why do you think you were under-recruited out of high school? Was it like a COVID thing, or was it something else?
When I got into high school, I didn't really grow into my body. I barely played on offense in a town of 4,000 people until my senior year. So that's kind of crazy. And then to be here now. So honestly, I would say I was just kind of a late bloomer.
With this being your 6th season, what's kind of just a hope and goal for you this go around, possibly being the last?
I have obviously dreams and aspirations of going to the next level, and what I've realized is that the way you get there is by winning as a team, and the more successful teams send more guys to the league, and so right now, as long as I focus on what we're doing here, then my goals will come.
What have you heard about kind of the game day atmosphere at A&M?
I've heard it's ridiculous. I've heard the fan base is wild. I'm very excited. It doesn't matter. I heard it doesn't matter what game it is, they're going to show out. I'm pretty pumped about that.
You'll have so many people in that tight end room. You have 6-year guys. You have a guy from Sweden. You have transfers. Do you think this is the most unique tight end room in the country?
Yeah. Klein was just saying today how this is the most diverse group on the team. I mean, everybody's different, and I think we all lift each other up.
You talked about your quarterbacks briefly, but Marcel Reed specifically, what is the work been like with him, and how is your chemistry coming along?
He's so good. I mean, he's as dual threat as it gets, and one thing I found is I love how when he scrambles out of the pocket, which happens often, he keeps his eyes down the field, and so being able to use your scramble rules to your advantage and kind of make a play is an option.
All right. You want the final one?
Yeah.
If you had just one word to sum up this offense, kind of previewing for the season, what word would you use based off what you've seen so far?
Versatile.